Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol NLST. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then just makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Been doing this analysis on a very routine basis. Did it yesterday and the day before, and I bring that up because what I had been talking about happened today. However, I'll have to give credit where credit's due. And what had I been talking about? Well, just a quick recap. The price had essentially started to go sideways and form this tight little range, but at the same time of that, volume had really dropped off. And, I realize this, I'm repeating myself for those that watched yesterday's video, but this brought up the thread of, okay, well, volume is dropping off, which means people very well could get bored and just want to move on someplace else because now the price is barely moving. And given these are penny stocks, penny stock traders don't have the longest attention spans. So you had to be careful of that. And that's exactly what ultimately played out this morning. For whatever reason, people just were like, you know what, I'm out of here. And that first 30 minutes was very nasty. Volume kicked back in, and the price at one point was actually all the way down here. However, I mentioned giving credit where credit's due, and you got to give the bulls credit. From where the price was at the lows to where the price is, at the end of the day here, and you're not blind. There is actually still 3 minutes left till the market closes. So if you see that candle change, don't worry, you're not going crazy. The market is still technically open. But my point is, assuming that it doesn't crash here in the next 2 minutes, the price has made a lot of progress from where it was during that low point during that crash. So, don't get me wrong, there's still plenty of work to be done if there's going to be any sort of worthwhile bounce for the price to even get up to this level of resistance I've talked about in the past at 45 cents. But like I said, maybe you call it looking at the glass as half full. Very solid bounce considering how nasty things actually were this first 30 minutes. And, once again, nothing has changed in regards to the whole volume situation. After that first 30 minutes, volume has really dropped off once again. But it did show it being the price that the people were willing to get the price back up inside of that range where it was beforehand. So still nothing new really in the sense of, well, hey, we have a new level of support, we have a new level of resistance. More so updates in the sense of what I talked about ultimately did play out, but the bulls recovered from it very nicely and very quickly. So we'll see if this is any sort of leading indicator about maybe some sort of continued bullish movement next week. We shall see. If there is bullish movement, then again, that next key overall level of resistance right up here at the 45-cent mark, that red line right there. So yeah, let's see how next week all plays out. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.